Good evening, everyone. Thank
Hello,
you.
good evening.
Hey, thank you so much for being here. Let's see who's here. Hello, my darlings. Thank you for joining us. We had quite a rousing group earlier today. It was beautiful. So funny. People always say to me, "How did you prepare for that?" And I said, "I didn't. I didn't." It it's a blessing that I have a gift and an ability to channel, and that spirit is with me. And yeah, they were really, really excited today. It was interesting. We were going to try and do something this afternoon, and then I found out that my mentor was going to be doing something this afternoon. So I was like, all right, well, I'll do something in the evening. And then I was like, oh no, we've got all the people in Europe. I'll do something in the morning too. So it turned out to this two event kind of day, and it's been magnificent. So let me see who's here. Adia, Mindy, Deborah, Sharon, Carol, Christy, Sean, Tanya. Tanya, I'm glad you found us, my love. Francine, Jenny, Alicia, Laurel, Blythe. Hi, my darlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I have a feeling we'll have a few more. We actually had like 50 people that signed up, but they signed up between this morning and this evening. And I think we had almost 20 this evening. This is being live streamed. Fabulous. So, welcome, everybody. The 888 portal is thus named because it's August 8th. And the reason the third eight comes in, because notoriously this is known as the 8-8 portal, is because this year is an 8 year. 2024, when you add it numerically, is 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So that's why it's 888. Now, I happen to personally be obsessed with the number 8 because I am born on the 8th. I'm born on October 8th. And Oct stands for 8. And October was actually the 8th month. September, anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'm also an 8 on the Enneagram, and I am an 8 in my life path. I'm a 26-8. 8 is a number of power, it's a number of abundance. It's such a powerful number. I read the cards of destiny, and when someone is an 8 card, they've got a foundation above and a foundation below. If someone is a Ford card, they've got a good foundation below, like north, south, east, west. But with the 8, you've got foundation and stability. A packing now for my manifestation this morning. Okay, so my dear girlfriend Shilamita is here, and she was here this morning. She's one of my dearest friends. She lives in New Jersey, and we met in a community several years ago, back in 2021. And she used the manifestation portal to manifest something today that was just remarkable. And she's been raving about it all day. And so she said to a bunch of friends, you got to come check out this manifestation this evening. So I love you. I'm thrilled. And she's like, wait till you see tomorrow what I'm going to manifest. This woman is a queen of manifestation. So believe me, she's taking it and she's squeezing everything that she can out of it. And I'd say one of the things that I've really learned from Shilamita over the years of our friendship that I've seen her do so masterfully is she's really brought gratitude to everything. And we have a mentor named Melanie. Melanie did an incredible uh, portal today for 888 as well. And one of the things that Melanie has taught me in I guess it's 4 years that I've been in her community is to have one foot in what she calls gratitude and one foot in desire. And that means grateful for everything that's coming, but always desiring more. And one of the things that I've been talking to people about lately with manifestation is we were all given one thing by God. So if you're here, just know we're going to talk about God. If you're here, just know there's going to be some cursing. If you're here, just know there's probably going to be some channeling and a whole lot of information. There's going to be a guided meditation. If this is not the right room for you, thank you for coming. You know, join us another time, or let this be our parting. But that's just who I am. So one of the things that I've been talking to people about is how we give ourselves permission for manifestation. And that means that you say, I allow myself to receive this. You don't have the feelings of worthlessness. You don't have the feelings of, I'm not valuable enough. I don't deserve this. You open up the doors to your free will. And it isn't what you want. You didn't get free want, you got free will. And what you will into creation is that which you desire. So there's a paradigm matrix that all energy in the universe runs through. First, there's spiritual, then there's mental, then there's emotional, and then there's physical. So the spiritual is where the desire lives. When you move over to the mental realm, that's the intention. Intention is an aim that guides action. And that's where you say, I intend for this thing to be manifest. Then you move into the emotional realm. And that's the realm where you go, I am going to allow this thing to come forth. You make room for it. Because the universe says, you thought it, you want it, you got it. And then we go, hold on a second. I'm not worthy of that. And the universe goes, oh, okay, not worthy on aisle 7. And then they put it back on the shelf, you know? So we have to be willing to allow that thing to come. And then the physical is where you accept it. There's also the paradigm matrix. It's called observe, decide, act, and accomplish. You may have an observation of something that you desire. You make a decision in the mind that you want that thing to be. Action takes place in the emotional realm where you're like, yeah, I'll let myself receive that. I'll give myself permission to have that. And I can't even tell you what the freedom. Several months ago, I was in a class called Evidence. Shilamita and I have a really good friend named Leah, and Leah had this class called Evidence. And she's like, okay, what do you want your evidence to be? And I'm like, I want to be in complete financial congruence. She's like, does that turn you on? And I'm like, no, not really. She goes, what do you really want? And I said, I want to be free. And I'm like, I don't just want to be free financially. I want to be free physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. And something opened up inside of me. And I gave myself permission for everything. And it's crazy what's happened. I took off and went on a 2-week trip to Europe with a whole bunch of friends. I'm like, hey, I'm going to Europe. Who wants to come? People were flying in from all over the place. We went to 4 countries in 2 weeks. We had the time of our lives. We were in Paris. We took boats around Paris. They're preparing for the Olympics. Everything was gorgeous because I gave myself permission to use my free will. And that's what manifestation is. Paris is magic. In fact, Mai is another dear friend that I met through Melanie's community. Melanie Ann Lair is her name. I love you too, baby. I'm so happy you're here. Mai said, there's a woman named Valerie. You have to meet Valerie. So Valerie's like, let's meet at the Georges Cinq. And I'm like, the Georges Cinq, oh my God. So one of my girlfriends, Matanya, and I, we Ubered over and we had caviar and champagne. Like I had caviar and champagne at the Georges Cinq in Paris. Like that's my manifestation. So anything's possible. Now, you understand the mechanism of how the energy flows. Yeah, Carol, it was amazing. It was just astounding. So then I said, okay, I'm going to start a retreat company. And we have a retreat company that I started with a couple girlfriends, and it's called Halls of the Goddess. And we're like, let's go to Sedona. Sedona's calling us. And we're like, okay, we got this big, beautiful house. God, incredible house. 3 stories, 8 bedrooms, 9 beds. And we're like, okay, we'll have 9 guests. And now we have 15 because everyone's like, I'm coming and I'm bringing my husband. And we're like, what? And this one's like, I'm coming and I'm bringing my sister. So we blew out the retreat. It sold out within 2 weeks. We hadn't even like really publicly advertised this thing. We were like, we're having a retreat. And everyone was like, phew. Then we're having Melchizedek ordinations. So for those of you who don't know, Melchizedek is mentioned in the Bible. And it was actually an incarnation of Yeshua before he came in as Yeshua ben Joseph, otherwise known as Jesus, for those of you who don't know. And he came in and he went to Avram and he said, you will be Abraham and you will be the father of 3 nations. And then he went to Sarai and he said, Avram's sister, and he said, and you will be Sarah and you will give birth to a child. They were like, we're in our 90s, dude. Like, you're crazy. And of course, all that came. And, now we have Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. So Melchizedek's been around now. There was an order that was created because he was not of the bloodline of Aaron. He was the bloodline of David. And the order is called the Order of Melchizedek. And, the Great White Brotherhood and the Cathars and the so on and so forth have been in charge of this. So my friend, Charlie Tedesco, years ago, before I knew Charlie, I was told there was this guy who was going to do an event on Long Island at the Eyes of Learning about sacred geometry. And I was like, sacred geometry, I love sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is how you manifest. So I got a few friends, the 4 of us went to this event. And when I get there, I look at Charlie and I see this golden Egyptian headdress on his head. And I blink and I'm like, what the? I don't think anything of it. Charlie starts to do his presentation on sacred geometry. There's like 80 people in the room. And At one point, he says, my best friend's father was dying. So I went to the hospital and I gave him his last rites. And then his father passed. And he said, the phrase that I used was so beautiful. May his soul receive the highest elevation possible, given his good works this lifetime. And it went into my heart. And I've used that whenever I've heard of anyone passing that someone has loved, I use that statement. So Charlie says then a few months later, the sister, I think the story is the sister or the cousin of the brother, the best friend, goes to a medium. And the medium says, your father's here, and your father wants to thank you for the priest that you had at his bedside in the hospital. And they're like, priest? And it wasn't that gorgeous, Felicia? Just, I love it. May their soul receive the highest elevation given their good works this lifetime. It's such a beautiful blessing. So the sister goes to the brother. She goes, what priest did you have at dad's bedside at the hospital? And she goes, I didn't have a priest. I had Charlie. So he calls Charlie, and Charlie says to this whole group of 80 of us, when his friend said, why are they calling you a priest? He said, oh, I'm a priest in the order of Melchizedek. And I'm like, good Lord. I almost fall off my chair. I get this crown chakra immediate knowing that this is the order that Jesus was ordained into, that every Christian priest is ordained into, that the Mormons ordain people into. So I go up to Charlie at the break, and I have this beautiful moldavite. Do you guys know the stone moldavite? It's this incredible rock. It comes from Russia. It's an alien rock. It, satellite hit the earth, moldavite. So I'm wearing this. I was told to wear this moldavite stone to the event. And Spirit says to me, now, I don't realize this is Jesus at the time, and I'm pretty cocky. So the voice says to me, give Charlie your pendant. And I'm like, I don't want to give Charlie my pendant. And the voice goes, give Charlie your pendant. And I'm like, so I go up to Charlie and I go, listen, I need to know about this Melchizedek thing, but I'm also supposed to give you this. And he goes, you can't give that to me. And I go, I don't want to give it to you, but I'm being told to give it to you. And I saw you with an Egyptian crown. And he's like, all right, I'll take the pendant. So then he gives me this beautiful metal Merkaba that has a crystal on the inside. And Charlie and I'm like, you have to come talk at my sanctuary. Like, we're friends for life. He and my mother just adore each other. Look it up, Moldavite, Moldavite. And it has kind of like this iridescent, like you can see through it. Anyway, so when I was in Europe, I picked this up at a stone store, a crystal store in Germany. Another amazing story. So I say to Charlie, how do I find out about becoming ordained in the order of Melchizedek? And he says, there's this guy named Reverend Dan, and he comes to Long Island maybe once a year, and there's a woman who helps him with ordinations. And I'm like, I got to talk to this guy. So I find him, and I reach out, and he says, oh, I can't come down there because the woman who's supposed to do ordinations can't get my minimum together. And I go, what's your minimum? And he goes, 5 people. And I'm like, 5 people? Hold my beer. And I get like 27 people together. Like, but the numbers have dwindled over the years. Probably about 100 people that have been ordained through my Soma Life Sanctuary here on Long Island. And Reverend Dan comes and he brings holy oils, holy waters, holy metals. Has anybody here been ordained by him? Please raise your hand. Anybody? Carol? Okay, Carol, I already know the answer to this, but how many years ago were you ordained by him? Just hold up your fingers. 20 years ago. So Reverend Dan, you're ordained by Reverend Dan? Or you're just ordained? No, okay. So Reverend Dan comes down. Anyway, he's scheduled to come. And, these days we get like 4 or 5 people. And all of a sudden, I'm like, help me to manifest the most robust, beautiful ordination for Reverend Dan. And as of today, we had the 19th person sign up. So I wrote to him and I'm like, I love you, but I've only got so much space. We got to close the ordinations. He goes, do whatever you have to do. So we've sold out the retreat. We've sold out Reverend Dan. And what I'm doing for manifestation is just focusing on being of service to humanity. That everything that I'm doing is bringing people closer to God. Because when I was really young, someone said to me, what do you think your soul purpose is? And without even blinking, I said to remind people of their divinity and of their relationship with God. And I looked around and I was like, who said that? Like, but that's my sole purpose. That's what I'm here for. So I do things like this. I do free masterclasses every Friday with my lovely assistant, Priyanka. Priyanka's not my assistant. She's my chief operations officer. We have a 4-year anniversary coming up this year. So there's a website online that's called Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs. And 4 years ago, it had like 400,000 people in it. And I went on there and I said, I'm looking for a psychic virtual assistant, someone that's going to know me from the inside. And a whole bunch of people, replied, about a dozen people or so. And Priyanka's name like stood out at me. It was like, ah. So I reach out to her and I go, are you psychic? And she goes, no. And I'm like, Spirit goes, yes, she is. She just like, she's not there yet. And I'm like, okay. I said, why did you answer? And she said, because I know people from the inside, because she's a projector. So she's been working with me for 4 years. She is my sun and my moon, my stars, my north, my south, my east, my west. She is the one that's like, all right, Lynn, we're going to do this. We're going to, like, she keeps me in line. And, it doesn't matter what time of day or night. I'm like, Priyanka, I need help with this. I wanted to call her Priya, but Priya is a jar of pickles, so I'm not allowed to call her Priya. We can call her Pri, or we can call her Priyanka. So I just surrendered, and now I call her Priyanka. But she's still my little jar of pickles. Anyway, she is here with us. She's at all my events with me. I could not possibly love her more, and I can, and I will. So she's a part of my world. And she has now mastered manifestation. She has become a queen of manifestation. She's extraordinary. So Priyanka, please raise your hand and wave to all the nice people. And in case you guys ever see her, know that I know she's just the best.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're so kind. Thank you.
I'm kind, but I'm also right. You know, it's hard when you just know you're right about stuff all the time. Although I am wrong about a few things, but not too often. Anyway, so she helps me in this whole world of manifestation. And I'm telling you, lately, it's just been like what's happened in the past week has just been completely insane. So I'm going to take you into a guided meditation, and I'm going to take you to a realm, and it's the quantum realm. Oh God, I'm having a hot flash. Excuse me. Off comes, off comes the linen. So we live. You guys know there are different frequencies. We have a frequency of what is called beta, alpha, theta, delta, and gamma. Right? We exist mostly in a beta frequency, and that is the left brain that controls the right side of the body. It's the reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's all of the organization. It's like how we do business. It doesn't have much to do with the heart. Now, on the left side of the brain, that controls the right side of the body. That's your creativity. That's your connection to your heart. That's where you start to move to alpha. Then there's a state called theta. And in the state of theta, it's the field of imagination. Now, please raise your hand if you were ever told that your imagination is not real. Anybody ever told their imagination was not real as a child? That imagination is make-believe, that it's something that you made up? Yeah, exactly. We were taught reading, writing, and arithmetic to occupy the mind, to keep it in a beta frequency, to keep our frequencies lower so that we weren't in touch with the aspects of ourselves that create and manifest from the theta realm. Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to a realm where you're going to experience being able to manifest like you've never manifested before. And then we're going to come back and we're going to share about it. It's terribly exciting. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Manifestation is a God-given right. Like every one of us was created what? In the image of God. And we were given what? Free will. So every thought that we think creates. Now, you got to be vigilant about your thoughts. Jesus has said to me, if you knew the power of your thoughts, you would never think a negative thought again. And he's not the only one who said that. There's one aspect of you that will never lie to you. And do you know what that is? It's your heart. Okay? Your heart's never going to lie to you. Your heart knows the truth. It'll tell you the truth every single time. Your mind is a lying motherfucker. It's just filled with so much garbage, and we have so much noise, and it's like this traffic. It's like this thought, that's all that craziness. By the way, when you pray out loud. because it's very hard for them to go, oh, I'm having a fight with my husband. I can't believe my aunt did that. Look at what my child is doing. God, I can't believe that person. They're such a jerk. They took my parking spot. By the way, God, can I please have, like, they don't hear that. You got to go, hey, source, hey, God, hey, Buddha, hey, Mohammed, whoever you pray to, Krishna, Jesus, Yeshua, whatever your name is. Um, please, please help me to heal my mind. Please help me to heal my body. Please help me to heal my broken heart. Please, take care of my family. Like, you got to speak out loud. You got to catch their attention. Now, there's 144,000 unnamed angels. Okay. These angels will bring you anything that you want. Like, I remember when I first learned about this, I was having horrible hot flashes and I was in menopause. And I was like, dear angel of menopause, please help me with my hot flashes. Dear angel of hot flashes, please help me with my menopause. I was like going to cover all my bases. And literally, they went away. Like, it's crazy what's available to you when you allow yourself to open up to the quantum realm. Talk to your spirits, talk to your guides. They want you to talk to you, help them ascend by them helping us. Do you understand? Like, there's ascension work that they're doing on the other side. So that's a big part of it. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay. So Jesus said recently, I mastered time and space. And I was like, okay, how did you do that? To which he said, time is given to us to slow us down so that we can make amends for all the things that we feel guilty for, we feel shame about, we feel humiliated about from the past, the burdens that are upon us, the promises that we made that we broke, the things that we said that we would do and we didn't do, the things that we said we would never do and we did them anyway, all the things that we've done that we haven't been able to forgive ourselves for. And then there's all the people that we haven't been able to forgive because we go, oh, I'm a victim of this and I'm a victim of that. Well, here's the good news and the bad news. You're not a victim of anything. Jesus said, I and I alone have done this to myself. We are godlike creator beings. Now, if this is not what you want to hear, if this is not what you want to believe, so be it. Good luck for you on your path. This is what I believe, and this is what I know. This is what I've experienced. And as I've taken more and more responsibility for what it is that I'm thinking, as I've allowed myself to feel, and I have this other beautiful masterclass coming up called Safe, Sacred Alignments with Feelings and Emotions. And I teach you guys this delicious little process to be able to allow you to feel. How many of you honestly have a challenging time feeling your emotions? Please raise your hand. Yeah, they're not easy. We were taught to be in our heads. We were not taught to open our hearts. We were not taught that it's safe for us to feel. We were taught that, no, man, what you got to be able to do is like reading, writing, and arithmetic, and you got to get a job, and you got to get an education, and you got to get a husband, and you got to get a wife, and you got to get kids, and you got to have a family so there's people to take care of you because you can't take care of yourself, and you're going to get old, and then you're going to die. And man, it's like depressing, right? When really life, when we cross over, the one thing they want to know is, did you experience joy? You're like, no, 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 I was busy taking care of this person, that person. We're meant to experience joy. That's what we're able to manifest through our God-given free will. And that's done when you're in connection with your heart. So I'm going to take you guys on a little journey. You ready for this? If everybody could please get to a place where you can close your eyes. It's going to go better if you close your eyes. And allow yourself to just become present to where you are in time and space. Start to go interior. Start to move your consciousness inward. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, as you release through your mouth, just notice where you're seated or where you're standing or where you're reclining. Notice the temperature of the room. Notice any sounds or movement. Notice the clothes and how it feels upon the body. Take another beautiful inhale, like put all your consciousness into this inhale and breathe in slowly and deeply. Bring it in through the nose. Let it circulate through the body. And then as you exhale and release through the mouth, allow yourself to start to drift your consciousness down towards the heart. Your beautiful, tender, precious, ever-loving heart. Take another fully conscious, slower, longer, deeper, richer inhale in through the nose. And then as you exhale through the mouth, continue to drift even more deeply down, down, down towards the heart. You find yourself relaxing, letting go of everything. Take one more longer, slower, deeper inhale in through the nose. Breathe it in. And then a gorgeous, relaxing exhale through the mouth. Next, I want you to engage your imagination, and I want you to imagine that you're going to breathe in white light when you take this inhale. Breathe the white light in through your nose. Let it circulate through the body. And then as you exhale through the mouth, I want you to let go of any darkness, anything, tension, anxiety, worries, fears, concerns, any of that. Just let it all go, sinking yet more deeply towards the heart. Down, down, down. Take another beautiful inhale in of that white light, that prana, life force, chi, ki, pneuma, all the different names. Breathe that white light, let it circulate through the body. And as you exhale and release through the mouth, let it all go, continuing to sink even more deeply towards the heart. One more gorgeous, full inhale of that white light coming into you. Comes in and it moves from the head all the way down through the body, through the feet. And then as you exhale, you just release any darkness. And you notice that you're stiller and calmer and more peaceful and more grounded in your heart. Next, I want you to imagine that you breathe in golden light. Gorgeous golden light. God's light, God's breath. Breathe that golden light in and it begins to activate the light body within the physical body. And then as you exhale that same golden light. Take another inhale of that gorgeous golden light. And as it comes in, you can start to feel a tingling in the fingers and the toes as you activate the light body within the physical body. You are a spiritual being inside of a physical body. You are not your body. You have one. It's your communication vehicle. Exhale and release that same golden light, and you notice that you just start to feel lighter, happier, freer, more relaxed and peaceful, joyful even. Take one more inhale of this gorgeous golden light. Breathe it in. Feel it everywhere, and then go ahead and exhale that golden light. Take an inhale into your heart, and with your exhale, I want you to send a golden grounding cord all the way down, 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 all the way through the root chakra, and start to go down towards the center of Gaia. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. And when you come to the center of Gaia, I want you to anchor yourself there. Take another inhale, and on your exhale up, you're bringing another golden loop from Gaia, and you're coming back up, 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 up through the root, come back to the heart and rest. And there's now this gorgeous golden loop that grounds you to the center of Mother Earth. Take another inhale in. On your exhale, open your crown. Default is always for the crown to be closed. Take another inhale into the heart. And on your exhale, you're going to take another golden loop and you're going to shoot it up into the heavens. Go up, 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 up into the center of heaven and ground up into heaven. Take another inhale in, and from heaven, I want you to loop and bring a golden cord all the way back down, 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 down through the crown, all the way to the heart. So you now have this gorgeous figure 8, this Mobius strip of golden light that grounds you to earth and grounds you up into the heavens. And your heart is the beautiful nexus point, the point of connection, this gorgeous figure 8 that grounds you both above and below. Your heart is open. Take an inhale in, and on your exhale, I want you to become aware of the room that you are in. Allow yourself to feel the walls of the room as you begin to expand your consciousness. Take another inhale in, and then allow yourself to expand your consciousness to the structure that you're in. Whether you're in a house or whether you're in a building, just allow yourself to continue to expand. This is the truth of you. We think that what we are is the space of consciousness that exists between our eyebrows, but we are so much more. Take another inhale in, and on your exhale, I want you to expand to the city that you live in. And just feel how easy it is for you to expand yourself out, to be consciously aware of your neighborhood and of your city, your town, wherever it is that you live. Take another inhale in, and on your exhale, allow yourself to expand out to your county. You feel that it's so easy to do for you to become aware of all of this time and space. Take another inhale in, and now allow yourself to expand out to the state that you live in. You are an infinite being. Take another inhale in, and from your state, I want you to expand yourself out to your country. Continue to allow yourself to expand. Your consciousness is infinite. You expand out to the state that you live in, the province that you live in, and then out to the country that you live in. Take another inhale in. On your exhale, I want you to expand out to the continent that you live upon. So easy for you to be able to expand out. Take another inhale in, and on your exhale, expand out to Gaia herself. Allow yourself to greet her. She is this phenomenal hostess for all of us that are inhabiting upon her. Take another inhale in and allow yourself to expand out so that you can actually see our sun, and you can see Mercury and Venus and Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, and Pluto, poor little Pluto. But you allow yourself, take another inhale, and on your exhale, allow yourself to expand out to the Milky Way itself. And now take one more inhale, and on your exhale, you actually lift above physical time and space, and you allow yourself to come into the quantum realm. And it's pure white light, pure manifest intention. This is the truth of you. This pure white light is your essence. Now, listen closely. Take an inhale in, and with your exhale, I want you to imagine and manifest in front of you a dream or a desire that you have, something that you know that you could allow yourself to receive. and bring that forth in front of you. Whether it is a person, or it is a place, or it is a house, or it is a car, or it is a job, or it is a company, a dream that you have. Allow this to manifest in front of you. Feel it, see it, sense it. Allow yourself to smell it, to taste it, to touch it. Make it so real and so manifest for you. It's yours. In this realm, whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you can bring forth, is yours to proclaim. The universe says yes to everything that you desire to make manifest. The universe says yes. Congratulations, this is yours. This is your manifestation. It is what you were uniquely given life to bring forth, to be of great service to humankind. Whatever it is, it's what you promised God that you would do when you came. And it's exactly what the universe is ready to give to you. All you need do is say thank you. All you need have is gratitude. Thank you for this most magnificent manifestation of my desires as the God being that I am. This is manifest through free will. The answer is yes. Take another inhale in, knowing that it is done. It is done, it is done, and so it is. Take another inhale in and allow yourself to begin to come back to physical matter. Make your way back to the Milky Way. Allow yourself to see it. Allow yourself to be there. Take another inhale in and begin to bring yourself back to our sun and our planets. Take another inhale in. Bring yourself back to beloved Gaia, third rock from the sun. Take another inhale in. Bring yourself back to your continent. Take another inhale in. On your exhale, bring yourself back to your state or your province. Feel yourself coming back down. Take another inhale in. On your exhale, bring yourself back to your county, your city, your town. Take another inhale in. Bring yourself back to the structure that you are embodying. Take another inhale in and bring yourself back to your physical body that you have created again through free will. Everything about your body you designed. And if there's something that you would like to change, you have the God-given ability to do that. It's just that simple. You are so extraordinarily powerful. Look at what you were just able to manifest. It's yours. So take another inhale in, and on your exhale, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring yourself back into the body. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who would like to share what it is that they manifest? Please feel free to raise your hand. You're welcome, Sheila. I can't wait to hear about it, baby. Thanks, Terry. I'm such a sucker for the little hearts. I love those. really cute. Like people put their hands up and the hearts come, or people go like this and all the little emoji. Is there anybody that would like to share what it is that they manifested? I'm so delighted to hear that. My said that this meditation truly landed for her. Terry, please share with us, my love. It's good to have you back. Thank you so much. Terry was here this morning.
I really enjoyed it. And so this morning I had said that it started out with two things. So tonight I focused on the other thing and
Perfect.
creating upstairs. I just had an idea. I was inspired to create, take one of the rooms upstairs in my house and make a meditation room and office for myself, a space just for me. And
Yes.
so I've been collecting the things to put in the room,
Mm,
and um, and tonight I was able to see how I want everything arranged and see how it's going to look, and I'm very excited.
I love that. Thank you
Thank
so much. It's a brilliant use of this meditation. I can't wait to see pictures of what gets created.
Thanks.
Thank you, love. Anybody else like to share what it was that they manifested? You're so welcome, Julie. Ooh, Julie manifested her dream house. Fulfillment, peace, prosperity. Right on. Listen, God writes our paychecks. The greater service you are to humanity, God cuts that check. It's not the people that you work for. So, one of the visions that was given to me recently is that I am meant to create 7 centers around the world that will be called the Egyptian Essene Mystery Schools. We're going to be opening these. We're going to be helping people to remember their gifts, their God given gifts. And we're going to offer ways for people to have mastery physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. Look, what do we worry about? We worry about our relationships and we worry about money. Imagine a life where you didn't need to worry about money anymore. Lynn said she manifested a lake house, a vacation house with a boat. But I feel like should have asked for world peace. Well, guess what, Lynn? You can ask for both, love. And Tanya has her business, remodeled home, and spiritual academy. I love that. Yeah, that's what we're creating. Like we all have this similar vision. How many of you have ever had a desire to create a wellness center? Please raise your hand. Like, right? Like that lives within us. Well, we're doing that. We're definitely doing that. Anybody else want to share what it was that showed up for you? What it was that you're manifesting? Bianca, I was told to call on you. So there.
I thought you were gonna call my name, but I'm not psychic, huh? I manifested abundance. And I love the whole sentence that God writes our paycheck. And
She
it was
does?
amazing. I love the visualization because we were going in different layers. So I just really, really loved that. I really enjoyed that.
Good,
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah. I mean, could you all get the sense of how enormous you actually are? We think that we are this tiny little consciousness, this tiny little body, and we're giants. All right, someone's asking, is there any way to join your Lionsgate portal? Nope, but you can watch the recording. Well, I thank you all so much for being here. You are. Thank you so much. Wait, Mindy's saying, thank you so much. I love that, Mindy. It's beautiful. This recording will be on YouTube along with my other Jenny. Hi, sweetheart. 2,300 videos that are public. There's another 1,000 that are private. but this will be there anytime you guys want to go back to it. Jenny, please unmute and share with us, baby.
Hey, sorry guys, it's kind of dark.
No, did you make it back home, by the way?
Yes, yes, thank you so much. Yeah. That was beautiful. I
Mm,
I
You're
feel
welcome.
like I should share. So what I put out is for me to pursue my naturopathic doctorate. It's
Mhm.
something that Divine put on my radar. Lady Nada and Metatron put it on my radar
Mm.
a few years ago. I got super excited. I let my mind kind of shut it down.
Mm.
And so that's what I put out there. So,
Mm.
yeah, thank you for this. And then I was going to ask you, is it beneficial for us to continue to do this until the portal closes on the 12th or?
Well, so the portal actually remains open for 6 months. The next 4 days
Okay.
really, really intense, but I would I would do this every single day for the next 4 days for sure. And I would probably do this every single day for the rest of my life.
Okay.
I'm constantly manifesting things. I'm constantly saying, universe, here's what I'd like to create today. And it's crazy how the universe says yes. What I had to let go of is the fear and the doubt that it wasn't going to come, that if I had it, I would lose it, that it would be taken away from me. The universe and God, she wants us to have everything. And the reason I keep saying, yeah, like every day, the reason I keep saying she is, I recently was contacted by a magnificent being that is called Mother Maya. And when I brought her energy in, what was explained is that she is one of the original architects of what is known as our time space continuum and of the Akashic records. And she said to me, I birthed Sophia and God, what you know as God. And I reached out to my friend Wendy, who'd also been channeling her, and Wendy goes, she told me that she birthed Sophia. I said, she told me the same thing. And the energy was intense. So we recorded me channeling her for the first time, and unfortunately, the volume didn't come through. So I'll have to do another channeling with her. Oof, is she fierce? She, it's interesting. Wendy channels Metatron, who's the top archangel, and Metatron's very user friendly. But when Wendy channels Mother Maya's like, this is the way the cow chews its cud. This is the way things are going to go around. She said she is a fierce protector. She's here to help bring back balance to the divine feminine. Interesting. You know what I just realized? I don't think there are any men here. Interesting. Oh no, Dave's here. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Okay, my bad. Thank you, Dave, and thank you, Sean, for being here to represent the divine masculine. Always important. But what she's saying is that it's not. It's about bringing balance to everything. It's like bringing balance to the light and to the dark. Look, we've been told that the dark is evil. Dark is not evil. Dark is just dark. If you look at the yin yang symbol, you've got the light in the dark and the dark in the light. That's the way that it is. We have dark and we have light to it. There's Hathor and then there's Sekhmet. And if we can take responsibility for both. And look, I told the story and I'll tell the story again, and I told it earlier today. God goes, I want to experience myself. How am I going to be able to do that? Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll create a race called humans, and I'll give them free will, and I'll let them choose between the light and the dark. And he looks around and he goes, Samael, come over here. You're my most beautiful, trusted angel. You're the one who loves me more than all others. I need you to do something for me. Samael's like, what do you got, God? Anything you want. And he goes, I need you to go down to earth, and I need you to represent the darkness. You're going to have control of 50%. I'm going to have control of 50% of every single atom. And Samael goes, what's an atom? And he's like, it's these, things that allow them to create and to manifest. We're going to give them the time-space continuum so they can figure this thing out. He goes, okay. He goes, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a big fight. We're going to pretend fight. I'm going to kick you out of heaven. You're going to take a bunch of angels with you. We're going to let's call them demons. Samael's like, this sounds great. He goes, we'll call you Lucifer Morningstar. He goes, okay, wonderful. So when the last human being chooses light over darkness, it'll be the end of the game. Samael's like, you can count on me, boss. They have this big fight. Lucifer gets kicked out of heaven. The angels come with them, the demons. And Lucifer's like, yeah, well, I won this one because I've got control of 98% of humanity because I use this law called hypnotic rhythm that God gave us. And it's how people are allowed to be hypnotized. And I have people focus on their fears, and I have them focused on, not having enough money and fear of death and fear of me and fear of poverty and fear of this and fear of that. And God's like, yeah, you really did do this one well, didn't you? So nothing is what it seems. That's all I have to say about that. Nothing is what it seems. Now, if we can master our minds, he says there's this thing called definiteness of purpose. If we can allow ourselves to say, this is what I'm committed to doing, this is what I'm committed to manifesting, and I'm not going to let anything deter me. I'm not going to let my fears get in the way. And when the fears come up, I'm going to say, thank you very much, exit stage left. And we are committed to manifesting what was put on our heart, what we promised God that we were here to manifest. Like, get busy doing that. Anytime any of those thoughts come in that go, I'm this, that, or the other, I can't have this thing, I'm not worthy of this, it's all nonsense. It's all mind chatter. And that's not what's real. The only thing, the most important thing that's real is love. We are the light of God. That's the truth of us. Put that to good use. Lucifer's ready to come home. Every once in a while, there's this beautiful book called Memnoch the Devil that Anne Rice wrote. And there was this guy named David. He was one of the watchers. He was watching over the vampires and witches. And he said he's in this cafe in France. And he looks over and it's God and Lucifer. And Lucifer goes, can I come home yet? And God goes, nope, we're not done yet. Not until the last being chooses light over darkness. And Lucifer's like, ugh, I'm so done. I want to come home. And God's like, I know. I want everyone to come home too. So use your free will well. Give yourself permission to manifest anything and everything that you want. And if you want that Ferrari, I personally want a Maserati. If you want it, have it. Who says you can't? Listen, anyone who said you can't be spiritual and have manifestation at the same time is completely full of crap. Like, I'm sorry. You can have whatever you want. Use your free will to your best and highest interest. And as long as you're in service to humankind, you can have anything. That's a promise from God. I thank you all so much for being here. I love you. I'm here all the time. Priyanka and I do these really fun masterclasses. On Friday afternoons, we do how to read the Akashic records. We do the sacred alignment with feelings and emotions. We do clearing the clairs. Clearing the clairs is really fun. Do you know that you guys have been given spiritual tools? We've all been given spiritual tools by God to navigate as spiritual beings in physical bodies. And a lot of us have closed them down because we got killed. We got snuffed. We got hung. We got burned. We got decapitated. We got guillotined. We got stabbed. Oh, you're a vampire. Let me put a wooden stake through your heart. Ah. Like however it was that we died, and we're like, screw that. I'm not going to do that again. Imagine Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc's like, I'm out of here. So I teach you how to measure your clairs, and then I teach you how to open them and how to use them. I teach psychic tools. Oh my God, we have a really fun class coming up in September. By the way, if you're not on my mailing list, get on my mailing list, because Priyanka and I work with this brilliant woman named Kat, and Kat just released, like, the house is on fire. It's so crazy what's being offered right now. $444 readings with Jesus or Magdalene for $88 in honor of the portal. So, take advantage of me and my sales. I think Priyanka just dropped the link. We have a class coming up, a training class. We have a year-long mastermind coming up. That thing's going to be amazing. We have retreats that are coming. We're going to be going to Hawaii. We're going to be going to south of France to go visit Magdalene. We're going to be going to Tulum. We're going to be going to Mount Shasta. We have a bunch of us that are headed off to, where are we going right now? Sedona. We're going to be going all over the world with the Halls of the Goddess retreats, because that's what we do. And if you ever want to learn to channel, my partner, Wendy and I are going to do something in Connecticut where we're going to do a week of like channeling in the Akashic records and bring them together. We have a Peruvian shaman that helps people to go on journeys and things like that. You know, we work with cacao and things. So anything that you might want to participate, if you guys ever have an idea of anything that you would want to learn, reach out about that. I think I'm channeling about 30 ascended masters now. Everything from the Queen of the Fairies, Lady Nada, Venus, Hathor, Sekhmet, Magdalene, Yeshua, Archangel Michael, and a whole bunch of others. But if I can ever be of assistance to you, oh, one more really fun thing. Mary Magdalene and Jesus came to me years ago, and they said, would you be willing to take Mary Magdalene through a journey where you channel her every day and you go through the 365 lessons of A Course in Miracles? Because I learned about the Course in Miracles in 1980. So magical. So I said yes. And she and I spent 2021 from January 1st to December 31st going through the 365 lessons. And then in 2023, we turned this into a book. How was it for my very first channeling? Here's a crazy story about my very first channeling. So it's April of 2017, and I'm in this meditation, and Pallas Athena shows up, and she's got an eagle. No, an owl. She's got an owl and a suit of armor, and she goes, I am Pallas Athena. Will you come with me? And I thought, daughter of Zeus, like, how badly can this go? Right? I'm in a meditation, guided meditation with a group of people. So I follow her. She takes me underneath the water and she shows me the civilization that lives inside Earth. And she goes, you did this. And I'm like, dude, I've never taken drugs. This can't be an acid flashback because I've never taken acid. What's happening? So I reach out to my friend Wendy and I go, Pallas Athena showed up to me in a meditation. She goes, I think you should channel for her. And I'm like, listen to me. I've seen that movie Ghost. I saw what happened when that being jumped inside Whoopi Goldberg. And he's like, what do you do to your hair? I'm like, I'm not, this is not happening. She goes, well, it's not exactly like that. And I'm like, look, you've been channeling Metatron forever. And Wendy has now taught over 1,000 people to channel. But she goes, no, it's not like that. And we've been friends forever. I was in New York and she had just moved to Connecticut. We both used to be in LA. So I started going up on the weekends and she started to teach me how to channel. So the very first being that I'm channeling is Athena. So I'm all cocky and I'm like, I learned how to channel and now I'm a channeler and I channel. So I have some friends come over to my mother's house. This is before we remodeled the room. And we call my best friend Sherry on the phone because Sherry's into all things psychic. And my friend Jennifer was there, my business partner James, Sherry, another friend of ours. And I start channeling Athena and I'm sitting in this white chair. And Jennifer had just gotten a new Galaxy phone. So she's like, I'm going to videotape this. And I'm like, okay. I wasn't into videotaping or anything like that, but I'm like, why not? When I'm done channeling Athena and Athena leaves, Jennifer's mouth is hanging open. And I'm like, are you okay? She goes, Lynn, there were hundreds and hundreds of green bubbles floating up on the screen while I'm videotaping you channeling Athena. And I'm like, let me see. And she goes to hand me the phone. She goes, hold on, I'm about to save the video. And I see a few green bubbles on the screen and the phone goes blank. Phone goes black, totally shuts off. And I'm like, what the hell's that? I go, turn it back on. She turns it back on. She goes, oh my God, the video's gone. And I'm like, what the hell? So I reach out to Athena and I go, Athena, what's that? And she said, we didn't realize that the Galaxy phone was strong enough to pick us up. But yeah, we're not going to let you have that video because you would never channel again if you saw. And Jennifer's like, this is the real deal. So my first channeling of Athena, it was intense. So I've searched and I've found pictures of green orbs. And I sent it to Jennifer and Jennifer goes, that's exactly what it looks like. So my channeling of her, I don't know. You ever know those pictures that they take at the beach and there's all those orbs by the beach? Well, in the light of the camera, they're green orbs and there's faces inside and they're beings. And anyway, so that was my first experience of channeling publicly. It's crazy. But yeah, there's so much love. I've become what's called an unconscious channel. And they come in and they scoop me out and I go to the end of the, like a football stadium. And then they're like, this is what it sounds like to me. Like these little whispering voices. I don't remember what they're saying. And, I just know that I'm like, use my consciousness, use my Akashic records. Nina, I love you too, baby. Go get some rest. Nina is my sweet, sweet girlfriend. She's worked with me for years, and Nina has now become an extraordinary medium, but more importantly, a pet psychic. And my pet Astro just had to go through surgery, and Nina's the one that I call, and I'm like, is Astro okay? And she's that precious person that talks to him and gives me updates. And, you know, she said he sounds really sarcastic, like in the movie Arthur, the butler that Arthur had. She said Astro sounds like that. My sarcastic British cat. Can't make this shit up. Anyway, I thank you all for being here. It was a delight. Happy Lionsgate portal. Enjoy these next 4 days. Whatever it is that you're thinking, you are manifesting. It's particularly heightened right now. Use these next 4 days to the best of your ability. Nadia, you're so welcome, love. I thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. I don't know why that gets me in the feels, but it does every single time. Thank you all so much for being here. Love you. I love love. I'm like a total love girl. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mindy. All right, beautiful people. I love you. Blessings and greetings and salutations, and we will see you soon. Take advantage of the sales. Use them. There's good stuff there. You know, connect, and let me know how I can help you. Peace out, everybody. Much love. Thank you.